All right, welcome back. We are in the process of starting the farming age now. This is, what is this? What number is this again? Age 4. So we're in the process of getting the farming age. I believe if we look at it, let's turn that off first. There we go. And as you can see in the background there, I actually got the progressive automation chopper working. So I am getting a fairly steady supply of wood now. Maybe. Yep, there we go. All right. It's not very big. I've only got three. It's only got a range of 4. Yeah, a range of 4. So basically 4 blocks around it, and there's only 3 trees because I got that one block holding the chest right now. Um, but I've got that going. And then as you can see, I am also currently standing on top of the battlements of the base now. So it's actually taking a lot bigger shape than what it was before, just as this hill that I slept on top of. And it's going along pretty good. Now, there's a thing I want to check out here. As you can see, I have a mining laser. And the reason for it is I also made a slime boots that we will be testing out as well. I've had some quite enjoyable times with it. But for one of the things that we had to build for the next couple of things, it involved a mining laser, which is what I'm currently holding. Now, I made 2 of them because the recipe called for one, and then I just wanted to have one for my own consumption. And this is what the slime boots do. It is awesome. I love it. No falling damage, and you go flying. That is the mining laser. Not as powerful as my chainsaw, but definitely a ranged weapon, and it sets things on fire. So it's really cool. And then if I does all that mining stuff too. I haven't actually taken it on an actual mining trip just yet, mainly because I don't know all that. If it'll if it says mining laser, so I'm assuming all it does is just uh, break the block as any of the other ones, but we'll check that out later. I also got a sheep farm going, as you can see here. It's not very big as of right now. I just got a few sheep that I pulled through my mining portal with those golden lassos that I showed you in the last one. And I'm attempting, oh, there we go, to do an iron animal farmer, which is supposed to do automatic feeding for any animals, but I think I have to put a whole bunch of upgrades into it. So this is an experiment process. So I'll mess around with this as we go along. Now this is the fun one. You ready for this? All right, so we're going to go, oh screw it, we'll go this way. This is the reason why you want to do slime boots. Have slime boots with you because it doesn't do fall damage because you don't take fall damage when you land from any height. You can basically bounce yourself across. So if this is the direction I want to go, I'm going to face backwards, hold right click, charge it up, and then boom. And I go zooming across the map. And then of course if you land in water, you basically lose all momentum, but still, it's fun. And then go straight up. This is fun. It's one of my favorite modes of transportation in this one now. So I can actually go up above the walls now. So if we go up here, I think I should be able to go all the way up. Let's look. Yep, all the way up. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. All right. So also, I did a quick upgrade of the wires, or some of it. I put a medium voltage wire relays and connectors and the wire on all of my kinetic dynamos and hooked it up to my high velocity capacitor. So this should be, in theory, this should bring in the power faster and fill up my capacitor a lot faster. And also, just to recap, I don't have my hammer. So let's go down here. And while we're down here, I'll show the other thing that I made. This is a medium storage crate. So if we look this up, well, actually, let's just look at storage. So this is what I had before, a small storage crate, which was 2 diamonds, dense gold plate, dense iron plate, 4 chests, and a wooden casing, which was 4 planks, 4 sticks, and a log. So that was a small storage crate, and that's what I had before. Now I've made a medium storage crate. I've actually made 2. That requires 4 planks, a small storage crate, a void crystal block, which if we look at this, it's a void crystal. And it's a block of coal, and we put it in front of the atomic reconstructor that we built a few episodes ago. So that makes the void crystal block, and then we can break that up and make those void crystals. But for this, we need the actual blocks. So I've made 2 mediums. And if we look in here, this is the first page. And you go down here, click it, you get a second page. And I've completely basically filled this first one over here. I finally took all the chests down, and I now have this entire area open for moving around and any extra machines I have to put in. But yeah, so now I have 2 of these, and eventually I will be making more. At some point, I will be able to make the large storage crate, which I guess makes 3. Has 3 slots, but this requires empowered void crystal block, and that requires, if you look at here, if you look at the thing, it says it requires 12 million RF to make. If we look here, coal coke, black quartz, ink sac, neurotic bone, and a void crystal. I don't have enough power capacity at this point in order to do this in a relatively easy manner. Because that's 12 million, and so far my stuff is only doing 4 million. That still takes a few days in game time, just because of how sloppy my power system is. I really got to figure out a better system. I also made a crusher. So if we look at this, I'm actually able to make this crusher now. So it's 2 cobblestone, basic coil, which is 4 Rosetta Stone around a black quartz. And the Rosetta Stone, for recap, is redstone through the atomic reconstructor. Hold on, there we go. And then 2 more Rosetta Stone there, 2 flint, and then an iron casing, which is 4 black quartz, 4 iron, and an advanced machine casing, which we've made before, which is 4 steel plates, 2 advanced alloys, 2 carbon plates, and 8 iron plates for the basic machine casing. So I now have a crusher, and the reason why I made this is because the macerator does a good job for crushing up, but this goes extremely faster. So I'm using this mainly to help with, where is it? That's not what I want. That's the one. The carbon plate, because raw carbon mesh, raw carbon fiber, crushed coal. This is the reason why. Because for whatever reason in the macerator, it takes a long time to crush up coal to do the coal dust. So I made this, and it goes extremely faster. Well, not extremely, but a little bit, about twice as fast for that. And then crushing up the gravel gets me flint and all that other stuff, so it works out good. I also made a thermal centrifuge, and there's a reason why I made all of these before in the video, because it was really annoying and took a process to make it. So if we look here, thermal centrifuge, this is where the mining laser came in handy, had to do. So it required 2 coils, 4 iron, advanced machine casing, and electric motor. Electric motor, 2 tin item casings, 2 coils, which was 8 copper wires around an iron. And then the fun part is the mining laser. Now, it's not excessively hard, but it is really annoying. So it's 4 advanced alloy, which, as a recap, mixed metal ingot, which is 3 iron plates, 3 bronze plates, and 3 tin plates. And then 2 redstone, an energy crystal, which was 9 energium dust, which is 5 redstone and X formation and 4 crushed diamond. Now that does make the 9 energium dust, so it's not a big issue on having to crush up the diamonds in order to do it, because it makes you more than what you need. And then we want an advanced crystal. Now this is where a lot of it took a while to do because I was having power issues. But it requires 4 empowered Rosetta crystals and 2 empowered Palace crystals. So if we look at this, the empowered Rosetta crystal is rose red dye, resonating redstone crystal, red garnet, and an ardite ingot. Now the reason why it took a while is because it's recommended that you, in order to use less resources, you do a block instead of doing each individual crystal. Each individual crystal uses less power, but it uses more resources in the long run. So if you just do the block in the middle of the empower on the main base, and then rose red, rosetting redstone, red garnet, and ardite ingot, it gets you the block. It does take 4 million RF to make though, so just something to keep in mind. And then we look here, advanced. So the same thing here, except now it's doing a prismarine shard, a raw fish, a cobalt ingot, and a blue slime crystal. So it requires 8 million RF, and this one really took a long time. But you can make these without actually having to go and search for them. So the prismarine shard, you can go and try to find an Elder Guardian. I mean, if you want to do that, go for it by all means, but there is an easier way. Nether quartz through the atomic reconstructor. You have a prismarine shard, so it's easy. It's a lot easier that way. And then the cobalt ingot, raw fish, melt this down, go fishing. Blue slime crystal is going to be blue slimy dirt, which is going to be 4 slime balls, dirt, and sand. It does require the blue slime balls though for the blue crystal, and then orange for orange, red for red, so on and so forth. So we have this thermal centrifuge. Now the reason why we needed that, we're going to come back up here. This way I can actually show you where everything goes when we get to that point. The reason why we needed the central thermal centrifuge was for the algorithm separator. And if we look at this, it's not hard, it's just really annoying because you had to make 6 power cubes actually. So, and again, like I said, it's not hard to make these things, it's just kind of an annoyance. 6 cobblestone, block of redstone, compressed coal ball, which is going to be a coal ball put through the compressor, which is the crushed coal. This is the reason why I made the crusher. It's put the coal around the flint. And then we do 2 power cubes here, a reinforced iron block, which as a reminder is iron with reinforced stone. And then we have to make 2 stone separators, which is 2 power cubes, reinforced iron, and 6 reinforced stone. And that gets us the algorithm separator. But here's the part, the empowered dantium crystal. So I made 1 because that's what I had right now. But it's dentonite, which you find in the nether, the lower in most extreme levels, I want to say. I don't remember. I'd have to look that up. Ash. Alright. Dog said hello to somebody. Ash, which is going to be smelting peat to make ash. And then fertilizer, which is going to be 2 sand on top of aphrodite, which you can find loads of that stuff. And then lithium dust, which is where this thermal centrifuge comes in handy. In order to make one lithium dust, you need a tiny pile of lithium dust. And for a thermal centrifuge, you put 2 pieces of nether quartz into the thermal centrifuge, and it gives you one tiny pile of lithium dust. So you need 9 piles to make one dust. And you get the lithium dust, and you put that in with the dantium crystal, and it requires 2 million RF to make. So just looking at the dantium crystal, diamond into the atomic reconstructor to make it, and put the dantium crystal in there, the lithium dust, the bentonite ash and fertilizers. So lithium, fertilizer, I keep forgetting. There we go. Ash and bentonite that you get from the nether. Put it in, 2 million RF later, you get your empowered danite crystal. So we now have an algorithm separator, and we are going to go plug this bad boy in. Let's go and do this thing. So my machines are very not well kept. So it is loading up. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I could load this up with crystals. I can load this up with cables. I've been using wires. Oh well. It's fine. Alright, so algorithm separator. Let's have some fun with this. So what can we use this for? Don't know quite yet where we're going to be going into that, but we will get more into that as we go. Alright, so I'm going to get the ingredients for the next few things put together, and then I will see you in the next bit. Alright, we've got the ingredients now. So we're going to be starting to use our sturdy casings. So the first thing we're making is a how do you say this? Thermonic fabricator. So we're going to go like there. 4 gold ingots. Oh, I forgot the chest. No, I've got chests. There we go. 3 glass and a chest, and we've got a thermonic fabricator. I said that wrong. Someone's gonna hit me on that one. So the next 2 is going to be in the middle, sturdy casing and 2 glass. And so for the first one, we're going to do bronze, and we get a carpenter. And for the second one, we're going to do tin, and we're going to get a squeezer. Now, let's see. Let's do what kind of power. And now I'm making these, and I'm having fun on figuring out what it is that they actually need to run. Let's see, missing resources. More resources need to be supplied for operation. I understand that. 0 RF. Okay, so I do need to hook that up. This, I do need to hook up. And this, I do need to hook up. Okay. And, okay. Alright, so let's bring this up here. If I put these here, can't work. Nope, you're not going to work for me. So I need my, how many of those connectors do I have? I don't have any connectors. Alright, so I need, hold on, how many do I have? I got 1 block of clay. So I'm making some more LV low voltage wire connectors, and should have some clay left. Should anyway. Nope, looks like I'm out. Alright. Mining expedition. Well, kind of. Let's see, is it... Nope, we're good. Okay. Boom. I really do love these boots. So let's put this to the test. Oh, it doesn't work in water. That sucks. Alright. What if there's a way to make it work in water, though? That would be cool. Alright. Let's just get a few more. Oop. There we go. One more. Okay, that should do it for right now. Boom. Oop, too far. It is a little bit hard to aim this sometimes. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, so close. Alright, fine. Well, that's the road. That's the area I need to go in. There. Alright. So we got one connector. We're going to put there. And we're going to do one block. And then it was copper in 1, 2, 3. And do we have any crystals left? Yes, we do. 1, 2. Alright. Come on, come on. There we go. We need there. Let's take that. There we go. I don't know why I'm going down there. Just go right here. Do. That's bronze. There we go. 3 LV connectors. This is really looking bad, but I will get this fixed and looking nice. Okay, so if I put this like this, and then this. Oh, nope, I can't put that. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's put you over here, actually, just for right now. This is experiment 1. There we go. Alright, we got power. So I'm actually going to grab a connector and move this. Not a connector, a relay. There we go. There's one other thing I gotta show you before we cut off today. So we're going to put this right there, there to there. And we're going to go boom, and boom, and I probably have this in the wrong order, but I will get that taken care of. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, we're all filled up. We have all of these. The next step looks like we'll be using the squeezer to make seed oil. And then we will be going into the machine making the machine chassis for H5. And if we look really quick here, I actually had to shut the power off to these things. because I was getting way more than I needed. So if we look in the chest here, if I stop jumping, I had to empty the chest because it was just popping out from the chest. If we look here, rice and seeds, I got plenteous of seeds. I got a whole bunch of seeds. So the only other thing that I really would like to show you guys for this video are these things up here. These are solar panels from Extra Utilities 2. And now what these do is it creates a grid power for Extra Utilities 2 machines. There's only a couple of them that you will be using early on, and I found out you can climb up these. It's really cool, but it doesn't do much else about that part. But you can climb up those. So that's a cool little feature of that. But what these do is they generate power for a grid. And if we go down here, I had one. It was that red block that we saw. If I can get down the stinking steps. It's the only problem with slime boots, really. If we come down here, this is the resonator. And it's Extra Utilities, and I don't need to connect it to a grid. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Power line, cables, anything like that automatically connects to the Extra Utilities, wireless power. So this is the first part that I've had with the wireless power. Now the reason for this was I'm attempting to get a sorting system going. And if we look in here, I have a speed upgrade. And the recipe for this is gold ingot, block of redstone, and an upgrade base, which is a weighted pressure plate inside of the resonator gets me the upgrade base. So I built the resonator, I built this, and I've made a couple different upgrades for various machines just to test it out. So this is my attempt. If you look back here, it's going to look really messy. But this is my attempt at a sorting machine. But it's only marginally successful, so I gotta mess around with it a little bit longer. But the idea is I put whatever items are in here into the chest, and the transfer pipe sucks it out and put it in whatever area it's supposed to be. Here's a thought. If I made a small storage crate and put it there instead of the chest, I'll be able to hold it longer or run it walk away, and it should be able to take care of it. Yeah, I think I'll do that on the next one. But I think it's definitely going to require a bunch more speed upgrades to make it go. Because I put in 4 pieces of glass, or 6 pieces of glass in between videos to test it out, and it took a while to find that one. So I'm definitely going to be putting a bunch more speed upgrades in here to help it. Yeah. Alright. So, signing off for now. Just to get back in the next one, we're going to be working our way up to the machine chassis for age 5, making seed oil and getting all that going. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.